So some real recent and exciting Oregon Ducks news in the recruiting landscape. Not only is it a huge game this week going to Salt Lake City and heading out to Utah, but last week against Washington State, Dan Lanning was able to have Jordan Seaton, who is an offensive tackle that is an IMG, who plays at IMG Orlando. And Jordan Seaton, to me, just from watching a little bit of tape, looks to be one of the best tackles in the entire class. Jordan Seaton is a 5-star tackle, but Jordan Seaton is a guy that just has great feet. He just can really protect the passer. He can also really run. Laterally, Jordan Seaton looks like a stalwart, okay? And you still have Josh Connerly. Josh Connerly's he's now in his sophomore season, I believe, doing fairly well at Oregon as well. So Jordan Seaton is a dude, all right? So Jordan Seaton is a guy that I believe should be the highest of highest, recruits that you need to be able to look to lock in to that offensive line group and that offensive line class, okay? Oregon's done a really nice job here filling in the pieces with their offensive line, and I think that they're going to continue that. So this is a huge recruit, is Jordan Seaton. Then Elijah Rushing, two crystal balls are actually favoring the Oregon Ducks to land Elijah Rushing. Elijah Rushing out of Chandler, Arizona. He was originally the highest in-state recruit to Arizona. He is a true 4-3 edge rusher, kind of like Mateo Uiagalelei. This is a guy who's kind of like Osi Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, if you remember Giants football. This is a guy like A.J. Epinesa. He is a total 4-3 rush the passer line. He's a total lineman and he has great twitch. He has finishing ability. A guy who uses his leverage really well. And Elijah Rushing, and his last name is Rushing. So again, you can, kind of make all of the sort of jokes you want, or all of the puns you want about Elijah Rushing. He is a guy that Dan Lanning and Tosh Lupoi, these guys are really putting a ton of focus into Elijah Rushing, and even the Oregon guys in the class are starting to hit him up over social media and saying, Elijah, you got to come down. You got to come up to Eugene, Oregon. So overall, if Oregon can land these two recruits, wow, oh, wow. So Jordan Seaton, Solomon Williams is another 4-star that they recently had in the fold. So this is stuff to really monitor here. But Elijah Rushing, this is going to be a big-time recruit. Mateo Uiagalelei, Elijah Rushing. This defensive line can absolutely be so nasty in the next several years here with Rushing coming. He can make an immediate impact, man. I'm not even sure about Jordan Birch and if he's eligible yet for the draft, but could you imagine that defensive line then if Birch stays too? It is going to be absolutely crazy. You're going to the Big Ten. You need physical linemen, and they want to build a 4-3 structure. They don't want to build those kind of hybrid, rushers that are those smaller kind of edge guys. They want to have some linebackers that'll stick you, linebackers that have speed, but they really want to play with power on the edges, and that's exactly what Elijah Rushing is. He puts his hands in the dirt style, 3-point stance, I guess, style defensive lineman. And then Jordan Seaton is just going to be, Jordan Seaton is probably the safest tackle that you could try to get in this class in terms of a guy that could contribute and have really high Sunday upside and have really high All-American potential as a tackle. Jordan Seaton is a stud. So really fun recruiting times for Oregon. Oregon is ranked 9th. They did get a nice junior college commit the other day. Oregon's ranked in 9th, but these two recruits can vault them up to the top 5.